Welcome to another RSR. Today, the first of three because, well, the biggest bombshell of all of our lives, especially in the world of CONCACAF, has just dropped. Lionel Messi is coming to Inter Miami CF. He has chosen Miami to continue his career. He chose Miami over Saudi Arabia. He chose Miami over return to Barcelona, as well as just Miami. This is not him playing for Barca for one more year, then going to Miami for 2 or 3. No, he is going to Miami in July to start the season, or to start what would be a season for him, not the MLS season, but start what would be a season in his mind for him. He is going to Miami. And I guarantee you they will definitely shoehorn him into the All-Star team. There is no question he will play the All-Star game. Don Garber would say it probably publicly right now. He's playing the All-Star game. There's no question he's not. Now, Lionel Messi. Miami was so sure they would get his signature that they told Alejandro Pozuelo, you could walk. This man, yeah. Pozuelo, I've always said good things about Pozuelo. I've always thought he was a Messi-like number 10. But Messi's Messi. I mean, I'll admit that now. I'll admit during the World Cup, which I did. Messi is Messi. Miami was so sure they were going to get him, they told a guy who was the Aldi version of Messi to walk away. Pretty much. And they were right. They got Lionel Messi. The point I'm trying to make there is Miami was so sure that this was going to happen in the summer. They were 100%. They were going to get Messi. They were going to get him. And you could say, but there's the Argentinian headquarters in Miami, in North America. Their headquarters is in Miami. This was always going to happen. They own property in Miami, I think. Antonella wanted Miami, what I heard, over Saudi, which he went with her. He went with what she wanted, which, good for Messi, because you know what? Miami seems more his speed. Besides, MLS wants to make Miami a big brand. This is the way to do it. Even though they're bottom of the East right now, 15 points. Halfway through the season, game in hand, I should say. They do have a game in hand. Their halfway is not hit yet. But they are bottom of the East, 15 points. They are 4 points away. No. Looking at it right now. Because Golasso's talking about it, 19, 20, 21. 6 points. 6 points away from the playoff line. Yeah, 6 points away from the playoff line right now. Here's the thing. I'm going to get down to brass tacks. All right? Messi will change this team. Even with a interim manager, he will change this team. They will play better. I'm going to get down to brass tacks. Miami is in the same situation I think Toronto's in, personally, that I want Toronto to be in. That is Leagues Cup or MLS Cup or bust. Why? Because Leagues Cup and MLS Cup, you finish top 3 in Leagues Cup, you will go to the CONCACAF Champions Cup. You win MLS Cup, you go to the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Every other MLS slot is impossible for Miami, just like it is for Toronto. They're both in the same situation here. You got 4 chances to go to a Champions Cup that you want more than anything, especially Miami. If Messi is not in the CONCACAF Champions Cup, I've really gotten used to this now very quickly. If he's not in the Champions Cup in his first half season, that is a giant failure for Miami, for Messi, for it all. If he does not make the CONCACAF Champions Cup, if Miami's not in the Champions Cup next year, it's a failure. I know he'll be there for more than half a season, But it looks bad if Miami does not make Champions Cup with Messi. It looks horrible. He has never not played a Champions League level competition. Every year with Barca, UEFA Champions League, all big years, he played. He's won a couple too. PSG, both years he played in Champions League. They never won. They never got past the round of 16. But, well, playing the Champions Cup in CONCACAF, Montagliani wants it. I'm sure he's sitting back in his office in Miami, no less, sitting there like, please, Messi, please win the MLS Cup. Please win Leagues Cup. Please finish top 3. So, or they have Open Cup. I almost forgot. Miami does not have Messi tonight. They're playing an Open Cup quarterfinal tonight to go to a semifinal. They could also go through Open Cup as well. They could go through Open Cup as well. See, I'm so shocked. I'm fumbling around words. And I almost forgot the Open Cup. They do have Open Cup. They lose tonight. You may have just lost your easiest way into the Champions League. Or Champions Cup, I should say. See? I guess I ain't so used to it. They don't win tonight? You could meme the hell out of Miami. The next 12 hours might be the best 12 hours and the most roller coaster 12 hours in a Miami fan's short existence. Because if they don't beat Birmingham tonight, I said it to somebody else in a comment. If Messi comes to Miami, which he is, they should win Open Cup. That means win tonight, win your semifinal in August, win the final in September, which Messi's playing both games. You can't not do it. That's a quick 2-game run for Messi. 7 games for your team into the CONCACAF Champions Cup, which you want him to be in. Whether it's starting the preliminary round or the round of 16, you want him in that tournament. You can't not have him in that tournament. Like, you have to look at the big picture with Messi. It's not just, how are they going to do for the rest of the season in MLS? Will they make the playoffs? Will they get 7th? Will they get 6th? Will they get 8th? Will they play the playoff? The play-in, the wild card? Will they go to the playoffs? You have to say that you look at a longer-term situation with Messi for the short term he's here, whether it's 2, 3, 4 years. You have to look at the long term. You have to look at, we got to make CONCACAF Champions Cup. We have to make a Club World Cup. The other FIFA international club competition they'll replace the small Club World Cup with, we need to make that. We need to stake our claim. In the thoughts of Miami, that's what they got to look at. It's not just this year, it's the next 2 or 3. Is that still really long term? No. But for Messi, you have to have these goals panned out for 2.5, 3.5 years and say, hey, we need Champions Cup, we need to go to the Club World Cup, so on, so forth. We need to play well to a point where he still plays Copa America, where he still plays in 2026. Simple as. Which he can do. But you have to facilitate the fact that he's playing Copa America next year to defend for Argentina. Same as the World Cup in 26. You have to help him as well. Like, if Miami is not winning, if they don't have a star or two after this is over, and they don't have a Champions Cup, and they don't have a World Cup, Club World Cup berth, what did they really do? What did they really do in this situation besides bring Messi over for money? And by the way, they need to get their new stadium done too. They're still playing in Fort Lauderdale. So, with that being said, Messi's got to change their fortunes and quick. That's not a question. He's got to change their fortunes and quick. That's my thoughts about this. Messi has to change Miami's fortunes. They have to win Open Cup, they have to win Leagues Cup or finish top 3, or win MLS Cup. They have 5 chances to get the Champions Cup with Messi in his first half season. And they're going to put him through everything. He'll play every game. That's what he does. If he is able to play every game, he plays every game. And that's what he does, and I know. He's an Iron Man. So there is very likelihood that he plays all 3 tournaments to try to get Miami into Champions Cup through one of them. And he's also going to play the All-Star game. Again, I have a big feeling. I don't think we have to be confirmed. I think it's just Garber's going to say, yeah, one of my commissioner's picks for the All-Star game is Messi. He's playing. And honestly, if Wayne Rooney doesn't start him, heads will roll. Just wait. You know it's happening. And besides, I think he would also be really good in the skills competition, especially the cross and volley and that touch competition. We'll find out, but it'll be interesting. With that being said, though, those are my thoughts. Messi to Miami. The biggest news in a CONCACAF, the World CONCACAF ever. That's your breaking news, and we have to do it. This is a video I can't not make. It has to be made. I don't care what else I have today. We have to go triple time. There's no question about it. It has to be done. We're going to review this. We're going to talk about it. Messi to Miami. It's impossible not to talk about. You have to talk about it. With that being said, I can't believe it, to be honest. I legitimately can't believe it. There was always the talk, but they got it done. They got it over the line. Messi's coming to Miami. He's coming to MLS. You love to see it. It's a big day for the league. It's a big day for the league. A real big day for the league. And CONCACAF, for that matter. It's a big day. Bigger than Beckham. Bigger than Beckham. Tenfold, ironically enough. Beckham's the one who brought him over. It's big. And it'll be interesting to see how this turns. With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams coming on this video. Puts to play, shares friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you later today for a live watch along and review of the Europa Conference League final. ACF Fiorentina versus West Ham. And a live watch-along and review of the Canadian Championship Final. Vancouver Whitecaps FC versus CF Montreal live and review. 3 RSRs, 2 lives. But you know what? It's well worth it because Messi's going to Miami. You have to do this. You can't not. It is what it is. But I'll see you later. About 2 hours. I'll see you then. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. Miami, you're a lucky club. I can't believe it, but peace.